Good day, traders. Hoping that everybody's doing well today. Today we've got a bit of errands to run during the London Open, so we basically decided to do this a bit earlier. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our platform. So yesterday, we had a pretty good day from the live session and some of our VIP channel. Gold left us, starting with gold, it left us, didn't come back into a zone. As you can see, it basically turned a couple of pips before. And then we had a loss from AJ. We had this loss yesterday. I mean, price basically came in and it played around the top first before tanking. So that was a loss. And we do take it as it is, take it like a man. And understand that these will happen. These will definitely happen along the way. You just have to be psychologically prepared and have a good risk management strategy. But the rest of the trades went pretty well. Euro USD hit 5R, AUD USD hit 2R, EA hit 7R, GA hit 4R. So Euro USD was this setup. I think when we sent it was somewhere around here. So price basically came into our zone, hit our 50% mark somewhere there. Our sell stops were triggered, and then as it came down, it just completely went off, giving us a good R on it. So that'll be a nice one to bag for the year from the Euro USD. And then AUD USD only hit 2R. By the time it tanked further, it already kicked us out of the trade. So it was triggered somewhere along the lines here, and then it just completely left us. And then EA, Euro AUD. Now this is another setup that went pretty good for us because it completely went through our price range, and then as it came back up, our buy stop was triggered and it completely went off, hitting roughly 6.9R. That's a good setup. And then GA. GA came into our zone over here and then completely left us again, hitting 4R. So that was a beautiful, decent setup as well. And then moving forward for today, I'm just gonna open the rest of the pairs so we can have an idea of what we're looking at, and then just scroll down from there and see if we can't find any decent setups. So I'm just gonna move this a bit here and just remove these price points. It's back here again. This is for my own purpose. Like I keep saying, I want to be able to just look at a price, look at a pair, and see how it's been behaving. As you can see, just by looking at this, I see we had a win here. This one didn't trigger. This one did not trigger. We had a win here. There was probably a loss here. I see an X in here. A loss in here. I see an X over there. So it's for those purposes. So come end of the year, I'll be able to just look at all my pairs and just scroll back and just have a tally of how I did with that pair and so forth. And then gold. Let's start with gold. A lot of people love gold. We're just going to do 4 pairs for the free channel, and then everything else we'll do in the premium signals channel. Okay, gold, it did go into our zone here, collecting some of these orders here at the bottom. But for now, I do not see anything interesting, so we're just going to let that be. OICAD. This did not trigger yesterday, so we're just going to let that be and remove this over here. We did have a BOS at the top there, so we could potentially start looking at approaching the setup here. Let me remove these red lists first, actually, just so that it can be much easier to see what's going on. OICAD, we do have something coming up, and then if you roll over now, let's go even lower to find a better stop loss range. I think that's fine. That candle was rather very massive. And then we would have a setup similar to this. There we go. Awesome. And then moving forward, AUD CHF. I don't know how this one played out. I didn't follow this. AJ, we lost that trade. Okay. AUD and ZD. I think this one, if we were to take a look at it from higher time frame, we could find something decent. And we do have something decent. It's just that now it's going to take a bit of a minute to trigger. But we will leave this over here on the hourly, of course. So we would have something like that. This would be a setup that it's going to work like the GJ setup that we won recently, whereby we do mark the zone, we do leave it there. It could probably trigger after a couple of days, and then see how that works out. Moving forward, this setup, I don't think this triggered, but I'll just take a look at it in detail. Move that. Okay. Moving on to current market structure. We do see a bit of a zone here, some liquidity being formed over here. So we should see something grab that and tank from there. The question is, which candle would we use? We'll probably focus on this candle over here. Let's see how this one plays out. This one I'm not even using the strategy I was using on the previous one. But now if you are on the boot camp, you should be able to see what I'm doing and be able to work around it and definitely hit some good R's on it. So it would look something like that. Then it would have that level over there and that one over there. And then AUD USD. Okay, sorry, I didn't open this. Another pair that you guys love, I know, it's Euro USD, and let's try the US 100. This was a beautiful setup, which I hit 2.8, but price came back up into the zone again and tanked some more, hitting our daily zone over here, which was a bit predictable for this one. But for now, we'll basically focus on these over here and then hopping over to the lower time frame and see if we can't really maximize on it and find a decent and a good setup over here. So there's something along these ranges. There we go. So for US 100, we should be looking at something like this, and then hop on to GJ. Let's check out GJ. I know you guys love GJ. So GJ, we did have something decent forming over there. We'll just focus on this candle over here. Okay, wait, that's on the daily. Sorry about that. I need to focus on the hourly, not the 15-minute. 15-minute, by the time it triggers, this video will be old. Okay. This we are definitely not looking at. Euro USD. Price did come back up there, collect our order, and tanked, even though it fetched some of these liquidity zones first. Completely left. For now, I actually also wouldn't look at Euro USD, because it would mean taking it from that candle, which would basically invalidate some of the parameters behind there. So I definitely would not touch that for now. And let's take a look at Euro GBP. See what we do find here. This is one of those pairs I was telling you guys about, whereby we did set up a daily zone far ahead, and then price eventually came into the zone and then started tanking from there. So this is where now refinement came in, and some people did get it. I did not, because I wasn't looking at it. But yes, these do happen. I'm still not finding anything there. So let me see if I move in order, if I can get you guys one more pair. Guys, this is what the bootcamp is about, teaching you how to go through the market in less than an hour, pick up your golden trades, and then use the Wushu toolbox to manage those trades, and you'll come back again the next day. That's what the bootcamp is all about. So I usually do this quite a lot, just literally scanning through, looking for specific clean price action. And once I do get that, I just hop on, find my good zones, look at the rules, the processes, and eventually get through that. So if you do want to analyze the market in an hour, well, 2 hours when you start, but the more you practice, the better you get at it. If you do want to do that, give us a shout, and we will gladly be able to assist on our bootcamp. Okay, so we have something along these lines on NU. Refine, of course, this is a big refinement. Let's go back in there, find a good candle. So probably look at that one. Let me remove that, go back into the hourly, and would have something along these lanes. There we go, perfect. So that would be our last setup for you guys. But because today there's not really much happening, let me go a bit further and see if I can't find some other setups, and then we'll take it from there. US 30, looking at the hourly, of course, nothing decent over there. UCAD, okay, there's not really much happening today, so we are focusing on these 4 pairs, and then from here on I will take a look at some other pairs on different time zones to see if we can find some beautiful setups. Over and above, manage your risk well, and you will be great. Happy trading, and don't forget to subscribe.